Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, welcome. This is Ghost War 38 and today I wanted to show you my latest batch of Doctor Who Big Finish titles. I got several of these from different sources. The War Master, the two Third Doctor adventures, and the 8th Doctor Audacity set I got from the Big Finish website, while the War Doctor Volume 4 and the entire run so far of the 8th Doctor Time War set I got from eBay. Although I do own a mix of these also on digital, most specifically the War Master set, the two Third Doctor sets, and Audacity, because I bought the physical and digital copies as well. But I just wanted to show you guys what I have for brand new and go from there. If you like these type of videos, be sure to like, comment below your favorite Doctor, and subscribe to stay up to date on more content like this and other videos. I will tell you now, I am working on a video and script ideas about a book series I've been reading. I've actually been reading it for over the past couple years. It's a digital book. It uploads it chapter by chapter. Right now I'm on the second book right now. The title is Give All My Secrets Away. I will be talking about it, as well as showing you the first chapter live. I have a yet to be determined date on that, but it will be happening. It's a really emotional story about two people coming together through their trials and tribulations and ultimately coming out the other end of it stronger and a more secure relationship. But yeah, that's all I'll say right now. But anyway, back to the main topic at hand. Going from the top here and then working our way to the back. This is the 8th Doctor set. This is Audacity, starring Paul McGann. There is the newest 8th Doctor Adventures set. Excuse me. It's called In a Bleak Midwinter, and Charlie is back. I ordered that set, so I'll be listening to that digital book or set here over the next couple days. And that set picks up where this one left off. The Doctor is about to gain a new best friend. Lady Audacity Montague has carved her own path in Regency, England. She has also been watching the heavens, wondering what lies behind, or beyond. When the Doctor gatecrashes one of her famous society balls, Audacity is given the chance to find out. This is a 3-disc set. Sorry. First disc set is in here. And here is the second set. A lot of the box sets now have this combined case instead of the individual single disc cases. I've listened to this twice. I really enjoy it. Sorry, just gotten over getting a cold. Anyway, putting this one aside, Paul McGann is as wonderful as ever as the 8th Doctor. And if what the rumors are saying about him are true, here's to hoping he might finally get another shot at a TV series. This is my first covering the Third Doctor series. Tim Treloar does an excellent job as the Third Doctor. I understand from what some other reviewers told me, and I've seen from some other people saying that the first batch of the Third Doctor adventures didn't turn out so good. But these are from the more recent runs, so his performance definitely improves. John Colshaw as the Brigadier, and Daisy Ashford as... Liz Shaw. When you listen to Colshaw as the Brigadier, you can almost close your eyes and think Nicholas Courtney is back. And in certain scenes and dialogue, Treloar, like, you don't hear him speak. It's almost sounding like you're hearing Jon Pertwee speaking. It's just that suspension heavy of a suspension of disbelief. You're thinking you're actually hearing the original actors back. This one is still sealed because I've listened to it on digital. I really enjoy it. There's a bit of a shape-changing alien that takes on the form of different soldiers that the people it comes into contact fought. One of them fought in World War II, some of them took the form of a Nazi. And there's a couple others as well. For the Doctor, he fought like a space dinosaur or space monster or something, so it shows him there. And some other stuff with Liz Shaw comes up, and she gets in trouble. It's really interesting. It took me 2 listens to understand what was going on fully, but I really enjoyed it. Moving this aside, the next one here is also has an appearance by the second Doctor, voiced by Patrick Troughton's son Michael, and Fraser Hines, who has also been doing the voice of the second Doctor for Big Finish as well. Of course, Liz Shaw and the Brigadier are back in this one. This one actually came before Intelligence for War. Again, these are both in their combined cases. This one came out in 2022. Intelligence for War is the latest one. That's 2023. On the inside of these packagings, as well as all the classic Doctors, at least the ones I've seen so far, going by 1 through 7, they have an alternate style retro art cover. It's behind the first disc. Don't drop it. It's right here. You can take this part of the case off and switch the covers out, so you can have it be a more old school Doctor look. The font's changed and the color's a bit different, just a little bit, more just in the title than anything else. So it's there if you want to do it. Like I said, you just have to snap or unsnap this piece to change it out. It's 7 parts. It's very reminiscent of the earlier, or the first season of Pertwee's run as the Doctor. This has been my favorite of the 2 Third Doctor sets. There is another couple volumes coming out as well, but that won't be until January and February of next year. The Doctor, along with the second Doctor and Liz and the Brigadier, have to basically stop 2 different alien civilizations. One of them they believe is destroying the Earth, but in reality they're trying to save the planet, and the ones who are trying to save it is basically a double cross. They're basically led into a massive amount of misinformation, and the fate of the Earth is at stake. But also, Jamie, as an older Jamie and the second Doctor show up and meet the Brigadier and the third Doctor, and there's a little bit of foreshadowing with their events that will happen in the second Doctor series. So if you want to find out what goes on between an older Jamie and the second Doctor, be sure to listen to their series. I know for a fact I will be. So, but that's that one. Moving aside for the 2 down here. Here's The War Doctor Begins Volume 4. It's just another combined case. Jonathan Carley does a wonderful job as the War Doctor. He almost sounds exactly like John Hurt would have when he was young. I have the first 2 volumes. I am missing volume 3, but I'll end up buying that digitally. And then the next ones is 5, and the one that's coming out more fairly recently is Volume 6, and that is going to be the final War Doctor set, and that's the one where the War Doctor crosses paths with Paul McGann's Eighth Doctor, so that's going to be interesting to listen to. I've enjoyed this set so far and look forward to seeing how it ends. And then finally, The War Master. I have not listened to this series in order. I will admit that up front. I have in my set the first 3 volumes and volume 8. If you want to go back and see exactly just which ones, you'll have to look at my previous video, and then now I have this one. This is the newest set. The Valeyard, Professor Yana, who we of course saw in Tennant's episode Utopia, along with the War Master. The back of the packaging is, throughout his many lives, the Master has visited myriad places and planets. Some he has spared, others he has destroyed, but all have felt his presence, however fleeting. In the Time War, he helps the soldiers save their world from Dalek assault. That's a reference to this young man here on the bottom here. On Earth, he helps a young woman discover the truth about her boyfriend's abduction at the Sublime Port. He helps himself to a source of incredible power, and as the universe itself comes to an end, a lonely old man tries to help any way he can. That's in reference to Professor Yana and his story. But the Master is always waiting. It includes 4 stories. I have enjoyed Jacoby's performance as the Master. And I look forward to listening to this set. I have not listened to it yet digitally, but I look forward to giving this its opportunity. So, moving on here, and now the quote-unquote main event. This is an older box set, but this is the Eighth Doctor with the Time War, Volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which introduces Cass, who, if you are familiar with the Night of the Doctor mini-episode, you know exactly how this story will end. In the 5th set volume, which I'm listening to right now, the 8th Doctor is traveling with his grandson, Alex. Excuse me, sorry. Whom the 8th Doctor first met in An Earthly Child during his monthly adventures. Basically, in there, the Doctor reunites with Susan, his granddaughter. Sorry, that's my cat. And meets his great-grandson, Alex. They're traveling together. They end up meeting Cass. And, well, I won't say more than that. This has been a very interesting series. It definitely has some high points and some low points. I won't go into each set individually yet. I will save that for its own dedicated video. The first 4 volumes are by the individual discs, but Volume 5 and Volume 6, which is happening, or which is coming out, sorry, getting this out, are in the dual case. There we go. Are in this case format. Yeah, the next disc is back behind here, and the 2 here. So yeah. Yeah. This is Volume 4. Some of these I haven't opened yet, because I'm trying to listen to the series in order. This is Volume 3. New companion is Bliss. Also, this set deals with the Valeyard, which is his last episode in this set. I look forward to listening to that one. I finished Volume 1 very recently, so now I'm getting into this one, so I'll be opening this one up to listen to it. The Time War rages through space and time, two powerful enemies in a fight to the death. The Doctor keeps to the fringes of the conflict, helping where he can. He is not a warrior, not yet. But this war takes no prisoners, and enemies and friends and enemies will draw the Doctor even closer to his destiny. And that destiny is his encounter with Cass. Someone the Doctor will come to know all too well, and will ultimately result in her death and his change into the War Doctor, into the Warrior. And on the back of this set, the Doctor and his great-grandson Alex are back to traveling the universe together, but when that universe is in the grip of a time war, the unexpected lurks around every corner. And what could be more unexpected than a new friend? The TARDIS crew are about to meet Cass, a woman destined to play a big role in the Doctor's life. Cass does, I will spoil this part and say, in the next episode on this set, Vespertine, Cass does travel in the TARDIS with the 8th Doctor. So that'll be interesting to see how that all pans out, considering, like I said, if you've seen the show, you know how this ends. And then, of course, the first set. A terrible war is being raged through space and time as two powerful enemies rip the cosmos apart in a final struggle to the death. The Doctor stands apart. He is not a warrior, but a healer, and the Time War's snapping as he yells, and soon he will have no choice but to turn and face its horrors. The starship of Theseus, which was an interesting one, it was the Doctor on a cruise liner with a companion, Sheena. They're investigating what was going on with the disappearance, and then Sheena is basically torn out of time and is replaced by another companion who gets a name change, and then ultimately that companion disappears, but it's all played by the same actress. Because of the Time War happening around them, there's just a lot that goes on. I don't want to give too much away, and this is where he meets the companion for this series, Bliss. Echoes of War is a story dealing with a Dalek at the end of the first disc. The Conscript is where the Doctor ends up being forced and dragged against his will to go into Gallifrey to train to fight, but of course this version of the Doctor not wanting to be a warrior is basically completely against it and actively sabotages and just tries to make trouble for the drill instructors, but also trying to inspire the recruits to stand up against this system. And then One Life, it's a very interesting story, and it's the culmination of all of the events from the first 3 stories. All of this is one massive story. You will listen to this from start to finish. It paints a big picture of what's going on, and ultimately how things will end. Whether or not we see that ending is up to Big Finish and the writers. I hope that they go full circle to where we can see him become him, at least in audio. That's where I said that Volume 6 of the War Doctor arc will have Paul McGann's Doctor as well, so they will meet. but I bet money, since this is their newest set with Paul McGann, they are not done with him anytime soon. They still got plenty of work and plenty of stories they can tell. But hey, I'm just guessing. I can only guess and speculate. But anyway, that is my video from this. I hope you guys liked this little look-see on my newest collection videos. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content just like this. Until then, I will see all of you again with another video very soon. Until then, take care. Have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, and evening. And peace.